Hello, this is Rod. Live within your means. Now, many of you probably don't know what I've got here, but maybe this big barrel right here, water barrel, is a hint. But down here on the ground, you see these lids, and these aren't just lids. I've got 55-gallon drums that I have dug and buried into the ground here. And it's not easy to dig holes with a shovel, so when someone had a gentleman in the neighborhood with a small traco, I asked him if he could come over here and dig these out for me. Of course, I finished digging these with a shovel, but we had a barrel in the ground when I was growing up that actually had carrots in it, kind of like a little potato cellar, but we had carrots in it. And I'd go outside in the winter time to get the carrots for my mother for her soup, and we'd store those carrots in the barrel. And the other barrel has now been filled with rocks and concrete that are being thrown away. But as you look in here, I got a barrel from a place that actually, they said these barrels were full of chocolate, and buried these into the ground, and put the dirt right up close to the edge here, because during the winter time, the earth will keep around here around 57 to 59 degrees Fahrenheit down under the ground when you get just down below the frost line, which may be down more than a foot here. But what we did is we had barrels like this full of carrots. After I put this barrel in, by the way, I took this steel bar and I pounded some holes into the bottom, and pounded those holes in there so that moisture can go really out of the barrel, but so that it's open on the bottom to the ground, and it allows the moisture to still come through from the earth. And if too much water builds up in here, which I haven't seen happen, but I know it can, then that water has a way to leak out. And I've got a bunch of gravel down below the barrel, so I had to dig a fairly deep hole. These barrels are over 3 feet tall, or somewhere around 3 feet tall. And that little mini traco that the guy had was actually extremely helpful. I still spend a while on this, but I would have spent many more hours than I did trying to dig through this rocky soil. Anyway, so you can have a potato cellar without having a lot of money or a lot of room. Get yourself a used 55-gallon drum. It's great to have these lids on here. And what we did is we filled the barrel that we had growing up with carrots that we grew in the garden, and then we put foam, gunny sacks and foam on the top part in there, covered that over, and then we'd come out and take the snow off the lid of the barrel when there was snow, open that up and get carrots for my mother. But this is an inexpensive root cellar that most people can have if you have a yard at all. There's room to put a little root cellar in. You can store potatoes, carrots, and time may come when you'll be glad that you've done this. And so find a place that sells used barrels that didn't have chemicals in them. There's plenty food grade, and people are getting rid of those. I paid $25 a piece for these, and got these over in I think it was South Jordan area. I'm not sure exactly where that was in the Salt Lake Valley, but I was glad that I was able to find some and put them in. And you can do that with these water barrels too, but I like having a nice tight lid on there, and so we're going to enjoy this. This is Rod. Live within your means. Have a wonderful day.